In the books, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Scott, he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. This is Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Parkey adds the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now Darnold. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Fresh off the pick-6, it's Darnold. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Kaepernick looking to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. This is caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that,
tonight. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st and 10, Powell. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a throw here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. Breaks through the contact. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Running right through him. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. Touchdown, Eagles! Henry Ruggs, his 1st touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out. Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at him, got a sense.
In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
To throw on 2nd down. Powell. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he fields it cleanly. Oh, good move. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Out to his left. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they will go ahead and obviously decline the pass interference, and the touchdown will stand. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. Throwing now is Kaepernick. On the move to his left. That's caught. And he is in to make it 16-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. Now a give right side. It's Bennett. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 20. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Powell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun. Powell. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make a leap, and he will make the catch. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Kaepernick. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Kaepernick again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. To throw is Kaepernick. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Kaepernick to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Colin Kaepernick punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Kaepernick looking to throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd gotten 2 for 2.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Powell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He gets away from 1. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Feet. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now we have Kelsey, slow to get back to his feet. Appears to be shaken up. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Eagles, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,